Hi everyone, I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today we're going to take a look at the Marchetti Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, written by Lee Burston. This is a mass market release of this deck. This was an indie deck for a while, and I think this is the first mass market edition of it from US Game Systems. Shout out to US Game Systems for sending this over to me for purposes of review and so that I could share it with you. It is one of his more it's darker decks. It has borders, but the borders are sort of like dream-like. They're not like very solid. So it almost feels like you're just waking up from a dream or you're falling into a dream. It feels like you're just starting to focus your eyes. So it's a little bit interesting the way these cards look and how they kind of feel. So let's just take a look. It says a tarot deck is a rich tapestry of mythology, history, and art, well suited for questions that have some psychological depth to them. Marchetti Tarot imagines 78 cards as a collective theatrical ensemble, with each interaction offering an infinite number of possible plot twists. Each performance is unique and personalized as the cards explore the full range of human emotions. In many of the dazzling cards, Chiro has focused on the faces, encouraging an interactive relationship that allows the reader to get to know the characters and their stories more intimately. By inviting us to explore who they are and what they express, we can ask meaningful questions and divine answers that will illuminate our own experiences. We have a 116-page illustrated guidebook in which Lee Burston explores different approaches to tarot reading and offers card spreads with instructions and sample readings. So when you open it, you can see that's kind of circus theme. And you can still see it here. I don't know if it makes me think of like Venice or Mardi Gras or something like that. So I think this is like the perfect time to be looking at this. As I'm filming this, we're right in the middle of that time, that Mardi Gras time. So let's just take a look. So this is the guidebook. It's written by Lee Burston, like I said, and this is the same writer of the guidebook for the Mystic Palette Tarot, which I have. And the guidebook is very well written, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's in this one. I haven't looked at it yet. So we have this forward by Chiro that tells us a little bit about the theme. It says 78 images, a collective ensemble, enter the stage in varying configurations and numbers, a list of cast members that would do justice to the most imaginative theatrical production. Between them, the combination of heroes and villains, sinners and saints, perform and interact. Their costumes are unchanged, but with each performance, they take a random variety of positions, rearranging themselves into both leading and supporting roles. They have no set lines to learn or recite. Their dialogue flows freely, albeit with occasional pauses for reflection. They encourage us as members of the audience with their interaction, offering an infinite number of plots, each performance unique and personalized, tales of sadness and joy, failures and success, reviews of what has been, along with indications of what might become. They offer us a lens through which we provide both focus and perspective, and a mirror with, with which to ponder and reflect. So let's shuffle the pack, deal the cards, and let the show begin. He talks about all of the things that he infused into the cards. So there's astrology, Kabbalah, elements, numerology, all of these things that he's infused in. And then he says in many cards in the deck, he's incorporated the use of facial close ups. He feels that encourages interactive relationship of sort with the characters, allowing us to get to know them better, inviting us to question who they are and what they are feeling or expressing. As with previous projects, when I do this, I tend to depict them with neutral expressions, the objective being that they can better adapt to whatever tone is appropriate for any given reading. Um, and then it says, in the cards where I've indulged in adventurous artistic license and deviation from the more traditional depictions, there remains sufficient conceptual association that you will still find yourself in familiar territory. So he doesn't go too far. So then it talks about the structure of the deck, how to read the tarot, what's the difference between fortune telling and divination, or what are the similarities, how tarot works, its best uses. This one, how exactly does one read tarot? Many people who are new to tarot come to it with the idea that it's like a language. Okay, so it's more pedagogy on tarot. Um, And then it talks about, oh, it gives examples how to look at two cards and read them together. So if you have the High Priestess and the Three of Wands, then he gives you a sample question and then tells you how you would read those, how you would find this, how you would use the book first, and then find the symbols. This is good for a new reader. This is fantastic because it's gonna do all of those things that combining the cards, yeah, different sample readings, so it's going to do all those things that people say you should do, but don't tell you how to do. It's going to tell you how to do it in here. So this it talks about what the major arcana is and gives a little bit of a history of how that came to be. And then for each card, you've got quite a bit of writing. The majors for this full card, there's 4 pages, 5 pages of writing. And let's look at the minors. The minors is less. You get a little bit more than a half a page of writing for the minors. And the court cards, the same as the other minors. And in the back, you've got a sample spread, several sample spreads, and then examples on how to read those spreads in different ways. And then about the author, he did the Guidebook for Tarot of Dreams, Tarot Decoratif, and also this one. And these are all published by US Game Systems. And then he also contributed to Gilded Tarot Royale, Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the expanded edition, which I actually have that one. He also did the guidebook for, I think, am I wrong? Yeah, no, I have it here, the Mystic Palette. He did the guidebook for that one as well. So yeah, lots of writing from Lee, and his guidebooks tend to be pretty thorough. They talk about the artwork as well as the energy of the card. So we'll read one or two at the end. We'll read one. Here are the backs, and they are well, are they fully reversible? Let me see. Let me just check. Hang on. Yeah, I think they are. I was like, oh, well, maybe they're not because one is red and one is blue, but no, they are. They're reversible. And you have what you have are the title at the bottom or the suit, and then at the top you have the number, and the numbers are Roman numerals. And then for the aces you have an A, and for the court cards you just have a single letter. So there's no actual words written at the top. The words are only written at the bottom. Here's our magician. Here's the high priestess. And throughout the cards, you're going to find not just the depiction of the card, but also there's going to be the elemental associations. In there, you'll find, like here, you have the symbol for earth. And you might also find, like somewhere in here, you will find like a Venus. And something else that's always fun on Chiro's cards is looking for where he put the CM for Chiro Marchetti. He puts them in different places on the cards. So that's always fun, like a where's the signature, where's Waldo kind of situation if you want to sit and look for that kind of thing. Where he hid his signature. It's in a different place always. So you can see the Gemini here, the Cancer here. So there's various symbols on the card that you'll find that you can use in your readings. I love the black borders on this. It makes the cards feel so, I don't know, almost magical or dreamy or something. There's something about, because I think he made this, I think this is an older deck. I didn't check. I'm not really sure when this was actually created as an indie deck. But the artwork to me seems like it was done in like with older technology. And because of that, it doesn't have the saturation that some of the newer decks do, and that combined with the sort of spray painted black border, it's not quite there. It's there, but it's not quite there. Is It's nice, because with the I don't know, with all of the AI decks and the digital decks that have been coming out lately, my eyes are starting to feel a little bit oversaturated with the intensity of color that some of those decks have, and some of the, not just the decks, this media in general, book covers, all kinds of things. There's a lot of very intense colors that a lot of them have. And this is nice to just kind of go back to like old school, not so in my face color it's still colorful, but it's a little more muted. It's a little less dialed up. And I like that about it. And here's our moon, star, the moon, and the sun. I always like to see them together because I like for the star, the moon, and the sun to kind of look like they're three, like a triptych, and his always do. So, so I always like to see the star, moon, and sun together in his decks. There we go. This guy looks like Louis the 14th or something. And Judgment and the World. You can see all of the things happening up there instead of being in a circle around her, but you still have this shape, right? This braided shape there. And she still has the wands, and all right. So we're on to the wands. Here's the Ace of Wands and the two, the sun and the moon, and the Three of Wands. So this one has Aries. This one has Aries. All right, now we're on to the Four of Wands, also showing Aries. So I think I think these are marked for decans because now we're on to Leo. So this could work for a decan walk too. There's a Six of Wands, the Colosseum in the background. Seven of Wands. Yeah, and another thing I really like about his cards is that they feel a little like movie storyboards because you have like different sometimes in his cards different parts of the card will be depicting a different scene. So even when it's all one picture, but this is a different scene in a different place than what's happening here with this dragon hoarding. So it looks like they're going to find the dragon, and this is happening in a different part of the cave, but we're zoomed in on the dragon's eye and his little sparkly things that he's hoarding here. So, or her or sparkly things. So I think that that's cool how sometimes he plays with the perspectives in that way. There's the 10. And for the courts, like I said, there's it's just written one letter there. So you've got page. Well, there's two on this one, KN, because the K would be king, so knight is KN. And then the queen. And you are very zoomed in on them, which is nice for intimacy, to keep that quiet intimacy. Here's the Ace of Cups. Now, I was looking, I don't think they're color coded. They definitely feel like each suit has their own color palette, but in a spread, I don't think you would be able to clearly differentiate between the cups and the wands and all of that. They have their own palette, but the palette is it's wide reaching. So it's not like when I look at them, I'm gonna say, oh, they're all one color. Like this Four of Cups has a lot of green. So and you can see here. So it's definitely a different palette from the Wands palette, but in a spread, it's not that clear which colors go with which suits. But they still feel like their own little world when you're looking at them together. So when they show up together, they do feel kind of like in their own world. Here's the Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups with the dolphins, which I thought was so cute. I love a dolphin. I thought it was fun how these cards don't have any people in them. So you could kind of plop yourself on in there or just kind of feel for the vibe of it. That was fun. I thought that was fun. But like this dog, no person, just a dog in the house. He's very content. All right, so here's our Page of Cups. It looks like she is, I don't know, so she's got scales. She's surrounded by jellyfish. And she has scales for sure. And here is the Knight of Cups. He's a turtle with a seahorse in the front. The Queen of Cups. Not sure. She was like an Atlantean or something. And then the King of Cups has tentacles, so I'm guessing an octopus or some sort. And the throne is down here. So you can see that the Queen of Cups is emerging from the water and the king is very deep in the water. Here's the Ace of Swords with the dandelion seeds flying, the Two of Swords, the three, and we're still labeling it with the Libra here. So we're still getting those in various places on the cards. You're finding those astrological glyphs. Here's the Four of Swords, Five of Swords. Here's the Six. Here's another one where they do the different perspectives on the same card, the different parts of the story, or the different, I don't know, camera angles or whatever you want to call it. The Seven of Swords feels like you're watching a movie, right? Where it cuts to the wide shot, and then it cuts to the close up. And Nine and the 10. This Ten of Swords is typical. I've seen this before in his decks. Page of Swords, the Knight, Queen, and the King. So here we're onto the coins. Here's the Ace of Coins. Very beautiful. The Two of Coins. This reminds me of the Hanged Man in the other deck that I have. I have both colors of the Mystic Palette and then this one. That's it for me in Tarot Marchetti. But I do really, really want the retrospective now that I have this one because the retrospective is similar but with white dreamy borders. So I feel like that could be fun to play with the two together. I love this five of coins. The nine of coins. No, I'm sorry, the six of coins. The seven, eight, with this jester hat randomly here. This is interesting. His cap is pulled down. It's like he can't even see what he's doing. He's working hard. Obviously, his muscles are straining, but he can't see anything. So it's like, well, what are you doing? He looks like he's. I don't know. I want to look in the book. I want to look in the book and see. Let me just get it out. Let me hang on. Let's see what it says. Let's see what Lee has to say about the Eight of Coins. Okay. It says, in some ways, the eight is similar to the preceding seven. Like that card, this one connects time, effort, and process. But the mood is very different. In the seven, the work was enjoyable and it felt like part of the rhythm of life and nature. The eight, in contrast, shows the coins as gears in a vast machine. Our friend the fool is young and vigorous here, yeah, but he seems trapped in a soul deadening mechanism. Wow. His efforts are productive, as seen in his musculature, but uninteresting. His jester's cap is pulled down over his eyes, symbolizing lack of vision. Yeah. In this particular task, vision isn't required, just commitment and repetition. Attaining any creative skill requires laborious practice of one kind or another, one example being the scales and the other exercises that a musician must master. In fact, much of the success one attains in life is dependent on having the self discipline to faithfully perform such tasks. In 1911, the writer Mary Heaton Vorse gave the following advice to Sinclair Lewis: the art of writing is the art of applying the seat of the pants to the seat of the chair. In a reading, the context of the other cards and the question will determine whether the card refers to necessary discipline in service to a goal, or on the one hand, necessary discipline in service to a goal on the one hand, or soul deadening tedium on the other. Wow, that's a really good. This guidebook is good, and I think anyone who I think anyone who is interested in reading guidebooks, new, advanced, whatever, I think you'll probably be able to find something in this guidebook that piques your interest. If you're going to get the cards, definitely take a look at the guidebook because it's good. Now, I'm not saying that there's going to be anything in there, like if you've been reading tarot for 50 years that you don't know, but it could be interesting um, to see the perspective and just hear it in a different way, I think. So this is the King of Coins, and that is the last card. Let's give them a shuffle. Cards are typical tarot size up against an oracle, a Hay House oracle card. You can see that's the size. They are regular RWS size, no edging on this one. And the card stock is their sort of like slippy mat there. I call this the buttery mat. I don't know. You might call it like a semi-gloss or something like that. It's like a slidey, glidey, waxy coating on the cards. It's very nice. I love this cardstock. It's easy to shuffle overhand if you're an overhander. If you like to thumb through your cards to look for things, you can move through them really easily. It makes the cards move so easily. The riffle, it's not too thick and it's normal tarot size. I think these are normal tarot size. Let me get a tarot deck, but I'm pretty sure they're normal tarot size. Hang on one second. Okay, this is the Global Fusion Intuitive. Yeah, they're the same size. So this is normal tarot size. I don't know. I got a little confused because of the border on the back. I was like, oh, maybe they're smaller, but I think it's just like an optical illusion because of the black border. So no, they are typical tarot size. And yeah, I shuffle like a regular Yes Game stack. Now, they do take a little while when you first get them. You'll have to shuffle them a few times, and then they break in and they start to move a little bit better. You'll feel the break on maybe like the third or fourth shuffle. If you're a riffler, you'll feel them loosen, and then you're ready to go. All right. Let's see. Oop, got a jumper. The Five of Cups. Okay, so let's read for the Five of Cups. I already read the Eight of Coins, but we'll still read the Five of Cups. Here's some more of the writing if you're interested in reading it for yourself. And there's the rest of the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. We all have bad days. Things don't go as planned, an unpleasant surprise pops up, or there's no reason, we're just in a funk. The woman is clearly dissatisfied with the cup in her hand. Another cup lies broken before her. Emanating from her head is a tower, which shows us that her gloom is a function of her mental state more than anything else. Also rising from her head are three more glasses unseen by the woman. This suggests that while her problems originate from her state of mind, the potential solutions are to be found there also. If you're experiencing disappointment or sadness, consider how it may simply be a function of the natural cycle of your emotions. The solutions to your problems may be right in front of you or right above your head. The tarot is a great tool for digging ourselves out of our ruts and opening us up to new possibilities. Okay, that's the write up for the Five of Cups. Let's try a couple of pairings. I have 3 decks sitting here that I'm curious to try. So let's do that together. First up, the Shaman's Dream Oracle. This is a Colette Baron deck from Hay House. I've been really intrigued by how these might read together. I haven't tried them yet, but like I said, these feel very dreamy to me, and this is Shaman's Dream Oracle. So let's give it a shot. It's steam. This is kind of steampunky because Chiro's decks just are inherently steampunky. And I think this is probably my most steampunky of Colette Baron decks. So might as well try it. So it says connectivity with the King of Coins and the Devil. Jeweled web, it says. Wow, jeweled web. And then look, these look like jeweled chains here. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition with the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords. Cosmic Womb. The Divine Feminine with the Hanged Man and the Star. And one more. The Vanishing Mirror. Ego Sublimation with the Empress and Judgment. Yeah, I'm going to try these. I think that these could work well. The keywords on this are, really clear and easy. And it feels a little dreamy. So I think it can go into this world with this deck and they can read fine together. This deck is a clear reader for me. So I'm pretty sure I could put it with anything and it would be fine. But I'm looking for something that can feel a little dreamy so that it doesn't pull me out of the sort of quiet, heavy lidded state that I feel myself in when I'm reading this deck. All right, so here we have Deep Diver with the Seven of Wands, and they're splunking here. And then we've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, diving into a task. All right, so let's try another deck. I definitely like this one. Really wanted to try it with the Gothic Oracle, although this is the Anne Stokes Gothic Oracle from US Game Systems as well, same company. But I don't know how this one's going to go. I think it might be um, a little too saturated in color and sharp in the lines, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just try it. So we're going to pull these out because we already saw these two. Okay, so we have Valor with the Seven of Coins and the Ace of Coins. Valor. Dragon Trainer with the High Priestess and the World. The Four of Wands and the Page of Wands with Forever Yours. There. Visually, I like this one. I think that they work well together. Anne Stokes and Chiro's artwork complement each other. So I could definitely try this as well. So we have the King of Wands with the Three of Coins and Awaken Your Magic. And one more. Look at the dragon burning up the Queen of Coins. Fire Dragon with the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, with the Queen of Coins and the Ace of Cups. So that is the Anne Stokes Gothic Oracle. Let's try the artwork of Silas Tobal. This is an anti-Sullens deck. This is the witch in total control of herself, a woman in total control of herself. Witch for short. Oracle. This is the mass market edition from US Game Systems as well. Let's just see. The backs look great with these two cards anyway. Now, Tobias doesn't zoom in as closely, so I was thinking maybe it might not be a good match, but we'll see. Let's just see. So we've got the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups with Divine Masculine. The Weaver of the Red Tent with the Fool and the Eight of Wands. The Tower with Harpy of Rage and the Ten of Coins. I don't know if I like this, y'all. Let me try something else. Let's try the Luminescent Oracle. This is new from US Game Systems. It's very feminine, like divine feminine, just, I don't know. It's very feminine. And Chiro's decks always feel less so to me. So this could be a nice balance. So let's just see. I don't know if her artwork is going to pair with this, but let's try it. So we have the Tower with the Ten of Coins and Sanctuary. Oh, so something happened and you ran home. Makes sense. Makes sense. And home where you feel safe. The Lovers and the Two of Wands with Insight. The Page of Coins and the Hermit with Eagerness. The Sun and the Eight of Swords with Friendship. Interesting. What an interesting pairing of cards. I don't know about this. There's something about this that I like and I'm drawn to, but I don't know why. I mean, the cards aren't coming up in any kind of like synchronistic fashion or anything. Like, I just feel really drawn to this pairing. For some reason, I like it. Um, the my eyes like it. So we have the Six of Cups with the Queen of Swords and guidance, and one more persistence with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, let's try it with the Black Salt Oracle and just see what it's like if there's just like a void in the middle. We have this deep black void with just a little, because these cards have this foiling that changes color, so I think it could go well because the colors that it changes are the same colors that you're going to find in this deck. So let's see. We have the lure, something drawing you. Well, let's pull these out because we saw these already. So we have the lure with temperance and the Eight of Coins. I'm thinking about the lure, and it would be on the end of a fishing rod, which is something that would go back and forth, right? And you're going to keep trying until you finally catch a fish, which is, and then the temperance card having that sort of balance between the action and the emotion, the water and the fire. It's interesting. This, all of the symbols that popped up there. So we have dumbbell, which I'm guessing is about weight or exercising or just being stupid. And then this one is the Ten of Wands with the Four of Cups. Okay, so there's a lot of weight. So because the Ten of Wands is here, I'm thinking this is gonna lean into weight instead of stupidity. Which, I mean, it could be stupidity. It says dumbbell, and then with the Four of with the Four of Cups. I like this little deck. If you like this one, the Oracle, the I think the pink one is coming to Kickstarter. I don't know when, but it's coming. So if you don't like the black and you want the pink with the pink foil, it's available. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one for now, but I like it. The Queen of Wands and the Nine of, or this is Justice. So we have Justice with the Queen of Wands and Coin Purse. Okay, and one more, the Five of Wands with Lock. Okay, and the Ace of Wands. Lock it down. This looks like a rocket almost, doesn't it? Interesting. I don't mind this, y'all. Especially when these blue cards come up or the pink ones. This deck, the Oracle deck is very modern, right? And this feels very fantasy. But I don't know, something about Logan's drawings also feel a little fantasy to me sometimes. So yeah, I don't mind this. I kind of like this. I'm gonna try it. The last one I want to try it with is Paolo Barbieri's Unicorns Oracle. There's something very dreamlike and serene about this one as well. And I'm just curious. Now I have the dragons here as well. So if this doesn't go, I might try that too. But or we may just try that anyway. But I wanted to, this is the one that popped in my head. So let's see. We have Judgment with the sun and not a hairstyle, but pride. We have pride with Judgment and the sun. I mean, that's a wonderful, wonderful, cohesive little reading. So we have harmony with the Six of Coins and the Page of Coins. Divinity with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So far, so good, right? Uh-oh. We have cards reversed. So we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Vulnerability with the Nine of Cups and the Hanged Man. Oh, goodness. Here we go. I don't know what I did, y'all. Somehow I got the cards all cattywampus. Intensity with the Moon and the Empress. I like this a lot. I had a feeling I would. and the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords with Metamorphosis. And maybe we'll put them like this. Yeah, I like this one. Let's try the dragons. All right, so this is the Star Dragons, also by Paolo Barbieri. Same artist, different deck. Different vibe, actually. This deck has a lot less introspective, more kind of in your face, you know? And a little bit high vibe. I like this one too. All right, so we have Tranquility, Harmonious Interaction with the Five of Coins and the Knight of Cups. Destruction, Releasing Your Anger with the Knight of Coins and the Four of Coins. Now, this one doesn't seem to be giving me those kind of harmonious readings, do they? Two of Coins with the Knight of Coins and Healing, Restoring Hope. Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, Grief, Accepting Loss. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to like, they don't seem to like each other at all, do they? Independence, Carving Your Own Path with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the way this one looks, but it doesn't seem to want to read with this. So I don't know. But you can try it if you have it. See if maybe yours don't give you problems. This one giving me attitude. So just before we go, let's lay them out and see if we can see the suits. Like if the color coding actually, lets me see what suits I'm looking at. I don't think it will, but hang on, let me just make some space here. Okay. So one sword, two coins. This one and this one. Wands. These both are wands. No, these all three are wands. Yeah, see, I didn't pick that up in the coloring. This is also a coin. So yeah, I don't think that the coloring is helping with that, but it's very pretty laid out like this. But as far as like the color palettes of the suits, it's not like color coded per se. It's just each suit has a color palette. So that's all I have for today. Oh, everything is upside down. I don't know what's going on. I feel like nothing, the cards don't want to be filmed today. I don't know what's going on. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. Links will be in the description box below where you can pick up this deck and anything else you saw here today. They're always Amazon affiliate links. Helps me out if you use them, if you do buy from Amazon. So I appreciate it if you use the links. You can also pick this deck directly from US Game Systems, because if you can buy directly from them. And let me see what else. That's it. That's all. So let me know what you guys think about the deck in the comments below. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.